hello. Hope everyone is doing all right tonight. I am just finishing getting everything set up, but I'm super excited for this game to get it up on the screen, see the choice and see past the last little bit that I've gotten to play when I was setting it up for OBS. I was super surprised how quickly I got into decisions that I already felt like would have an impact later on, and just have been looking forward to playing this. So if I lean on you all for a bit of help with making some of these decisions, just to see where we all end up at the end of this long and apparently windy journey on this precarious cliff that we're leaning on. Feel free to help out and voice an opinion. Otherwise, I'm going to just start let's see. My name is in fact Anthem. Let's see. What's the city we live in? There we go. I live in the city of Independence. The game is louder than me. Appreciate that, Ged. Let's do this right now. Let's try that. Is that a bit better? Hopefully so. I know the music's probably starting back up again. Let's see. We're gonna do that, and yeah, we'll I'll pull the limiter a bit further back on the game. There we go. Alrighty. If that ends up needing to be adjusted again, just let me know. Otherwise, I think I should be over the game now. I'm gonna have it marked that we live in the city of End Time. That's where I reside personally. Let's see. Does not impact gameplay. I'm a he, him. Though I do appreciate the third option there. Okay, so we get to pick two traits here. I know which traits I picked from just a little trial when I was setting up OBS, and can say that they made a big difference at the very beginning of the game. So we've got powerful build, your tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness, an imposing presence that commands the room, and a mean right hook. Mystical, strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. You can talk to animals. You can talk to animals. And animals can talk to you. It's a gift and a curse. Street smart. You're good at lying and hard to lie to. You're a fast talker. You can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. With a keen eye, observant with a knack for picking up small details, empathetic. Book smart, well-read and rational, possesses a wealth of esoteric knowledge and knows when to use it. A talented researcher. Or just hot. Extremely good-looking, a natural flirt. People just like you, probably because you're a good person. Has nothing to do with how hot we are. Now, I personally, if I had to choose again, I'd probably go with what I chose originally, which was mystical and keen eye. But if anyone has any other opinions, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna hop us right in as we return to Scarlet Hollow, a place from our past. I will say in the 10 or so minutes that I did play yesterday when I was kind of setting everything up, I could understand full well where talking to animals would have gotten me some different results. Probably street smarts too. Actually, I can see where all of these could have come in and played a very different role in the very early game, which makes me excited to maybe replay this from different perspectives as I go forward. But I think for this very first playthrough, I'm going to just be making some decisions based on the feedback that I get from you all and based on the type of decisions I feel like I would make. It's what gets me excited for these types of games, is just seeing the places you get put into and where your decisions ultimately lead you. It's made by the same people who made Slay the Princess. So very exciting, very exciting. Yeah, I think I am going to go with those again. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're just going to move forward with this. I'm a fan of the soundtrack already. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where you're exactly here is, confusing this bus for the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. And now, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying, oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing usual prank stuff, you know? Pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. I don't know about anyone else. I was not pushing people into harbors or that sort of thing as a teen. That's an absolutely no. Wait, what? Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. That is a series of events. So you push her into the harbor, fish her out, her phone is soaked so she can't call the police on you, and you guys end up dating. Okay. I don't know if that says more about her or him. Though, about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And geez, you ever get so mad you just want to kill somebody? No. In fact, I'm sure that is completely the opposite of... Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. Sometimes once a week, maybe. It depends on the situation. Or the work that you do, because sometimes. Well, yeah, all the time. Never follow through with it, of course. Why are you telling me this? With this face, he locked in for just a moment to make sure that he got that across. I have never felt that way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have. Smile and pretend he didn't say that. Which is probably what I would actually do. In just this one moment, he's proven to me that he is not all here. And I feel like the part that's not here was fairly important. Smile and pretend he didn't say that. No, my silence was not complicit. I knew you'd get me. We understand each other. Somebody trying to break your heart, that changes a person. Makes them want to do things they never thought they'd want to do. Ah! I honestly could have killed that woman. Bruh. Excuse me. Anyway. She's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know. Excuse me? But I don't know if I'm into... Excuse me? I don't know if I'm, into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Okay, wait. So this girl becomes your girlfriend, threatens to break up with you. You all still end up in a situation where she's now bringing your child into this world. And you're like, might go to New York instead. Also, I might shift just a little more. I guess the only thing that's really off the screen is the controls on the side here. You can't see. But, if I'm ever in the way, I guess I'll notice and I'll try and get out of the way of the text. So in these particular scenarios, I like going with the option based on the trait that I have, just because I feel like it's exclusive to the trait. Unless it's just absolutely the wrong move. But we'll see. You were so worked up by the thought of losing her that you threatened to kill her. But now that she's giving birth to a child you created together, you're planning on running off? Even if you love her, think about whether that love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about how your actions are going to impact his life and whether removing yourself would be better for him in the long run. I feel like this guy's already given up on listening. Yeah. Good stuff to think about. Yeah. Good stuff to think about. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I just don't like this guy. And I'm gonna put it in both ways. I don't like his face, and I don't like him as a person. Let's see. I guess I didn't say where I was going, but that was several hours ago. I might have. Scarlet Hollow, just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it. Home. I think I've never been, but I felt like a call back at it in the back of my mind for as long as I can remember. Some things can only be put off for so long. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and heartily laughs. Oh yeah, you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only That's the only other stop until the bus turns around. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be heading up that way. Almost nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone in the bus by now, though. Actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollow, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way that they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now, that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I've got something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Nice, peanuts. I love boiled peanuts. I don't, actually. At least not still dripping wet boiled peanuts. Take the peanuts? No, thanks. Screw you and screw your peanuts. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Eat the peanuts. I'm not eating the peanuts, that's for sure. And I think the tip is probably referring to the fact that if I say I'm allergic to peanuts, I will actually be allergic in the game. Which, like, I'm kind of afraid if I pick this, he'll just throw the peanuts at me and I'll die. Let's see. No thanks. You put your hand up and say, no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal. Assuming nothing goes wrong, best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it into the peanut brine. Oh no. Poor bus driver's gonna get back there and be like, who left these nuts on my seat? And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Yep, there are the peanuts. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Okay, I'm assuming this is my cousin. My cousin who hates me, according to the game. Hey, Anthem. Sorry. Hey, Anthem. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Looks like somebody needs a hug. I'm not a hugging, I won't say I'm not a hugging person. not a touchy person, not with someone who particularly looks annoyed to be here. Hey, Tabitha. Give her your condolences. Remain silent. It's your aunt that died. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great, thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow him, clambering into the dusty relic. If I had to take a guess, Ged, probably annoyed to be at the bus station to pick me up. Though I don't know how she feels about Scarlet Hollow either. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Okay. Okay, so I got a bunch of Explore options. Sorry about that. How are you holding up? I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? I don't know if that's where I would start. So, the funeral. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. All right, let's start off trying to be a little normal. How are you holding up? Which, now that I think about it, I immediately regret because their mom just died. Oh God, I'm a horrible person. Fine. Okay, so I've got an option here for keen eye. Are you sure? You seem tense. You know you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, all right? Phew, good to hear. Say nothing. Let's go with the keen eye option here. Are you sure? You seem tense. You know you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed. She tenses up even more at the mention of your mom before letting out a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. You quickly apologize. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you're looking to hear right now. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Really. There's a part of me that just cannot do this Dead Moms Club joke. Though there's a part of me that, at some point I guess I will do that. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Pearl Lane and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. Okay, so we have a lot of talking options from that one. You sound like your mother your mother. You sound like my mother right now. She hated this side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. Look, I don't know what my mom did to piss off this side of the family, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but that comment was unnecessary. Is this a Renpy game? I'm sorry, Get. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by Renpy? I'm sorry, I'm old. You can tell by the white hair. Oh, it's a visual novel engine? I'm not sure. I know that it's made by I know that it's made by Black Tabby Games, which are the same people that made Slay the Princess, so maybe. I feel like that's probably the type of game engine that it would like, that this would really prosper in, but I'm not sure. I know that all of the scenes in it are hand drawn, so if it's one of those types of engines where you can pretty much import everything that you know you want to use, then maybe. Let's see. Look. Oh, I read that one. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. I don't know why my mom left, or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family. But I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. Yeah, Dead Moms Club. I'm gonna go with the first option. Just because I don't see a point in holding on to bad blood that our moms had. Let's see. Oh, I just looked it up. I just looked it up, Ged. Yes, it was made in Renpy. That look. You should be able to rewind text with the mouse wheel or page up and down if you click something you don't want to. If you click on something you don't want to. Okay, so it's not my mouse wheel. Page up, page down, page up, page down. Page up, page down. Okay, so it does say that it was made in Renpy, but it doesn't work with my mouse, and it doesn't work with the page up, page down, which is okay. Alright, let's start page 2, just so I can have my empty slots here. Alright, because I'm locked into a decision already. I don't know if she likes that or if she's gonna listen to my words. Return. You sound like your mother right now. Or, I keep saying that. You sound like my mother right now. She hated this side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. And she chose to leave. I shut myself off from a few options there. I guess it was just how I was going to respond to that particular option. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Geez, that's almost a week away. I got here a little early. Since I'm here, you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. Have you worked out all the details yet? Well, I guess I am here to help. I don't know if they came to my mom's funeral. I assume not, since this is the first time we're meeting. Hola, Rise. We'll hydrate. I have water next to me today. How's the game going? Well, I've gotten to Scarlet Hollow. I've met one person who I think is a pretty bad person in the beginning, and I've now met my cousin who is fairly hostile to me so far. Yeah, I can only assume so because I don't remember those. You know what? I wonder if that will be an option. Well, if that option will be available for things that I've already encountered through a second playthrough. Yeah, so far, Rise, I'm enjoying this game a lot. I like the atmosphere so far. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just need the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Okay then. The 5-bit's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm kind of down for it. The beginning soundtrack they had on the title page, it sets the mood for sure. I'm not making this Dead Moms Club joke. They can't make me. That's for a different playthrough. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up a steep mountain road. Does the text box at least go away if I press H? H. Yes. Yes, it does. Which, if you ever want me to have the text box go away, I'm going to try and do it more just so I can get full looks at scenes. But Jesus Christ, this house. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long time ago. I don't know if that's like my mother speaking up through my words, saying the place should have been left to rot. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dusts and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Doge! Yeah. There are a couple of dogs here. There's this one. There's this one. That's not a dog. These are lions. I don't trust this room. This one in here with the goat overhead. Don't trust it at all. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give way. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Cool, thanks. So you live here? I mean, I assume so. It's beautiful. Not a lie. It's beautiful and clean. That's a lie. This place is falling apart. I thought y'all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? Bruh, talk about somebody's home like that. I mean, I think the house looks nice. It's not in great condition, but it looks nice. It's beautiful. It is. The estate was the prize jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now. I wonder if she's like the type who's actually very proud of her family and like their standing, their social standing. Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janny. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Someone cleans this place? Bruh, I feel like there are some options here. It's like you want to be as rude as possible. Say this. You said someone actually cleans this place? Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does this person just say they did it and leave? I mean, the kitchen's not bad. I mean, it's just the kitchen of an old house. A very old house. Extremely old house. A centuries old house. This is so nice. It's nice. Awesome. I love PB&J. This probably would have screwed me if I had said I was allergic to peanut butter. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? And what if I want ice cream? Okay. Do I actually, I guess I wonder, do I actually love PB&J if I choose this? Can I say dog even when it's a cat? Yeah. For all we know, that cat's name is Dog. Cat dog, ooh, cat dog, ooh. Oh, cat dog. This is nice. It's much bigger than I thought. I used to live in a city. Is that a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. Awesome. I love PB&J. How did you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. I didn't, but good for you. Oh man, I think I just cemented PB&J's as my favorite. Would I have had other options? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Bro, don't call people folksy. That's crazy. But I'm your guest. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Bruh, am I just trying to be a leech? No, sweet, thanks. You want PB&J now? Go whip it up. Get in the kitchen. Man, I've been, not to break away from the story, but I was scrolling through TikTok and came across like these cooking TikTok where it's just telling you like how to bake things and what ingredients to use, but someone had written it in the form of like a horror story. So it was just like, it was like Grab the butter. Put it in the bowl. Don't let it see you. Whip it. It keeps them quiet. And I'm just like, bruh, should I be afraid? Is this a ritual to keep the demons away? Cool. Good talk. All right. What's next? Bathroom. Follow me. Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Yo, the cat's name is Frou Frou. Hola, Koishi. Welcome in, welcome in. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Okay, well, I don't want to invade the cat's personal space. But if we call you a dog, it's because we love you all the same, okay, Frou Frou? I'm going to leave the cat be for now. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces. But for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show, it's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Where I'm starting to think my cousin really doesn't like me. You're telling me nobody cleaned this up? Who exactly uses this bathroom? Wait, are you sure this toilet works? This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. What a nice bathroom. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Lift the toilet seat. Oh no, not the roaches. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. I'll have to use the bathroom. It's been hours since I've gone, so use the facilities. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good of a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Okay, this isn't a bad place. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh, and I had Jenny wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died here. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Okay, so I've got some options for mystical. I've got some options for Key and I. And they're explore options, so hopefully it doesn't like kick me out of too much. Well, you probably shouldn't lead with people having died here. What's with all the boxes? Old family stuff. Do you need any help moving them? Tabitha eyes you up and down for a moment. No. What a dump. I hate it. It seems a little dusty. I mean, is it better than what I'm used to? This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom, or what such nonsense you're used to in the city. Okay, I didn't say it was IKEA, but you know, antiques. How the hell you spell chauffeur? Chauffeur. Ooh, fancy pants, Rich McGee over here. Anyway. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. Okay. Who used to sleep here? Like I said, this house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Bruh. I can't be this person. I'm trying to cultivate a better relationship with my cousin. And at each turn, she tries to get me out of character. She wants me to show her the how different she and I are. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your things, or collect your belongings. She's got a particular way of talking that I can only assume it comes from this opulence of her family. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip: some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away, others down the line. Let's see. Explorer, keen eye. You know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh now that it's just us. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? That's something crazy to ask somebody. Did I do something wrong? Are you sure you're okay? I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Okay. Resident Evil ass mansion. I mean, you're not wrong. Long as enough, you know, long as nobody comes around the corner yelling stars, I'm good. And just figure out what's going on here and what's good for me. You know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh now that it's just us. God, yes, okay, we're not our parents. There are some things in life we can choose. Fine, whatever. If I choose to say that, will you stop bringing it up every time we have this conversation? Okay, I'm sorry. I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please, just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Tabitha takes Minecraft a little too serious. Yeah, she's already got the claim block on it. Her bed's down there in the mine. She built a little house up top on the cliff, but that, you know, that's pretty much it. Can I come watch? What? No. The mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. Bruh, that's crazy. Running a coal mine has got to be one of the most ethically and physically vile jobs on the planet. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting in the same way I don't think about cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. One of those tasks could use more doing. Seems like a good way to look at a job. Instead of convincing yourself you have to be doing that thing you love the most, it's okay to just have a job. Yeah, exactly. Would I rather be doing something else with my life? Maybe, but I know I had to take over the company. So why think about the other stuff I could be doing? Okay, that's probably a dig at her being upset. Not even a good house, straight up 5x5 with only planks. Yeah, you could tell she doesn't have any interior design. This is honestly her parents' house, so like she inherited this server from someone else. She just moved into someone else's house. Let's see. Oh, we got an ad in progress. I will hang out until the ad is over. Honestly, that is fine with me. Let me take a little drink, see really quick. Let's see. Actually, while I've still got a little bit of this ad time left, I'm just gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back from the ad. I had to run to the restroom really quick. So, where were we? That's right. Oh, what am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Oh, I mean, neither one of these options feel like me, so... I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's lots that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Explore? A PB&J sounds great right now. Very true, very true. See, I can't go straight to the forbidden wings of this estate. This is honestly how you fall through the floor, like they've said could happen several times. And your cousin just comes back to having to bury 2 people. A PB&J sounds great right now. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh the fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Okay. Obviously, the first thing I have to do is approach Frou Frou. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Frou Frou's spot on the counter. All right. I don't want to get on the cat's bad side. Seems like an easy way to have a horrible time in this home. You back away from Frou Frou, trying not to make any sudden movements. Alrighty. We'll just go in order. Search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped on the door, reading, "Janny, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you haven't yet to touch anything other than the handle. Examine old takeout. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting, beyond words. Liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. The substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. Eat it, bruh. For God's sake, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, putting it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. It was a life-changing experience there. Ew. Yeah. Check mayonnaise. You know you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old the mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar, its label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. Take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This is either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in the kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close the fridge and keep looking. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Let's search the pantry. Bro, it's a dead rat. Bro, this is mold. Tabitha sure loves mac and cheese. mean, who doesn't like mac and cheese? It's a lot of mac and cheese. Explore. Keen eye. Look closer. At home gourmet. You squint into the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collecting on its cover. You pick it up. You flip to a bookmarked page. Both calf's brain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and you can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far, far away from this place. Today's favorite. Serve on toast with plain crackers. Yeah, well, I just don't know. You shut the book and put it back in its place. Take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. I'm not taking the mac and cheese, I'm just examining it. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Cook it for yourself. Put it back. I'm not going to take her mac and cheese. Empty the box and stuff it with the dead mouse on the shelf. Am I a serial killer? Am I psychotic? Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. You put the box where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than you already have. Or than they already are. Yeah, that's not a normal thing to do. Take the peanut butter. It's GIF. Jif. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Excuse me. The only thing you need now is a plate and a knife. I feel like you have to just move on quickly from anything that unsettles you here. You close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. I don't like that this door is hanging open now. Search the cabinets. The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware. And, oddly enough, the utensils. Is there something wrong with the drawers? Examine the mug. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only for a few hours from the state. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name is Pearl Lane, so this wasn't for her 50th. From the few stories you heard from your mom, Pearl Lane wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Maybe it belongs to Janny. Spread the peanut butter on your bread until the screaming stops. Do not stop spreading it before this. If you can hear them, then they can see. Chill out. I was just talking about those TikToks earlier. I do not want anything to do with this. I'm just trying to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You imagine she might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place, especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. They're my new favorite. Cora, why? You grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. You close the cabinet and look back at the rest of the kitchen. Well, I've got nothing else I need to do other than make this PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined the 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. A job well done. They're comforting. Cora, we gotta stop. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. You can take a peek out into the garden. There are satyr children back here. Hold up. H? Yeah, look at this. This place isn't bad. Consume the sandwich before it consumes you. Bruh, what do you mean? This place is nice. It's homely back here. Did we consider it wanted a sandwich too? No, we did not consider that. I made one sandwich. Making a sandwich for it means acknowledging it. And if I have to acknowledge it, then it has to acknowledge me. The garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? That's the thought process that gets you killed. Return to the kitchen. You close the door behind you and return to the kitchen. I'm done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? All right. We heading into town? Huh. I'm gonna go settle into my room? But is it willing to kill for what would make food for it? I mean, you know, that's fair. I guess if I make myself useful, I take myself off the menu, add a bit more value. How long am I going to make these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches stretch, though? Because, like, apparently I'm here for at least a week. I guess I have enough peanut butter and jelly for a week. Hola, Yoon. I am playing this horror game again. I've gotten past the point that I've seen, and I am, yeah, that guy. Yes, I chose them because I like the options that it gave. But outside of that, I just made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It was tasty. And then Cora keeps talking to me about these horror TikToks. I hate them. These horror recipe TikToks. Yes, horror recipe TikToks. It's like they're baking TikToks, so they're just giving you the ingredients on what to use, except for they're telling you it in like a horror fashion. So it's like, crack the egg open. Hope it doesn't crack your head open. Start beating the egg. Beat it and don't look up. Don't look towards the window. If it sees you, then it can see you. It's horrible and unsettling, and apparently Cora's new favorite. Beat the egg before it starts beating you. That's the line. That's the line from the TikTok. Just the egg crashing through your door. But yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out where what I'm doing with the rest of my day. I can go settle into my room, or I can head to town. Oh, did they? Oh no, you're good. I just don't know how they're gonna well, I don't, at this point, I feel like you have a conversation with them. But let's see. I think I'm settling in my room. It says no, I will screen share. Let's do this. All right, cool. No problem. Since this is an explore option, I guess it doesn't pass time. I'm gonna go to my room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs, a suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. No. Oh, I just said no, thank you. You stand at the entrance to your room. Take a nap. I'm not sleeping in this place right now. Not alone. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Check the closet. Look out the window. I feel like these are all like these are all mundane options that they give me to choose. I feel like a horrible thing could be behind any of them. Let's see. I'm gonna just put my clothes away. There's a possum! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the drawer. An opossum lurks within. It's quiet, but angry. You're never alone with the eldritch being in the closet. That's facts. Right, this is... hold up. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. This is how I feel about being left in this house alone. Yeah, my cousin went back to work. They had to go back to the coal mine. Oh, pardon me. Bruh, I'm not smacking this opossum. I'm not. Yeah, bruh, just pardon me. You close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This dresser belongs to the opossum now. There's nothing you can do about it. I can live out of my suitcase. It's fine. You open up the drawer, the top drawer next. It's empty. A good place you'll find to put your clothes. All right. I am in the above drawer. The possum is in the lower drawer. Listen, this ain't my house. He can do whatever he wants. I assume he's made arrangements with the owner. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag. But there's no going back now. I'm afraid to check the closet now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my dolls. You can see why your cousin said you should put your stuff in the dresser instead of the closet. There must be decades of family history stacked in here. I'm not picking up this doll. That's so... I just like living, man. Bro, Rise, come get this doll. That's on you now. Or, you know what? This is actually Cora coded right here. Cora? Yo, you see what I mean, though? I don't like this doll. I'm not messing... Leave it be. Some things are best left untouched. I'm sure that doll is older than I am, bruh. Put that shit in the Goodwill donation box? No, so it can be mad that I tried to get it out of the house. I'm gonna leave that bitch right in the closet. I might leave the room. Examine the paint. See, I feel like there are so many things I just wouldn't do. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and your cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. All right. It's the easiest thing I've dealt with today. All right, let's look out the window. That statue almost got me, man. This right here. I almost was like, see, and this is why we don't look outside. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. I've got high aspirations for this garden. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. All right. They actually couldn't pay me to sleep in this room right now because just there's no one else in the house. I think I'm just going to leave. It doesn't seem like there's much left for us to do here right now. I'm not going to the forbidden wings of the estate. Once again, there's no one else in the house. There's a different version of me playing this game somewhere else that is choosing that option. It's not me right now, though. Might as well head to town. Right? Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here, other than head out and explore the town. So you do just that. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate clean between you two. Or between you, and bury up some of that tension. Though, maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. This town has seen better days. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. I'm so happy I'm in the mind state of my character. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Doge. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Is that supposed to talk? Bro. Let's see. I do great with dogs. I love Pugs. She's so cute. Thanks. She is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's gotten a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, she's doing pretty good. I mean, yeah, 17 is a long time for pugs. Oh, she's 17? What I thought. That's too old for a pug. Oh, that's amazing. It sure is. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? But what am I doing? I'm so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. Not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. Or why are you blushing at me? Excuse me? You aren't in town for that funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Oh, she's probably feeling a little embarrassed because she knows we're here for the Scarlets. Yep, maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Bro, what's up with these rude options? You can just come in here and be the worst person. None of your business. No, just introduce myself. Hi, I'm Anthem. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she's holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone in that big house. I'm sorry. Did you just say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cutesy. Oh, so apparently I can get mystical and keen eye choices. So I guess there are choices you can only get if you have 2 traits or 2 complementary traits. I don't know how she's doing. The real Tabitha buried under whatever icy front she's putting on. Whoever she is, I don't think many people get to actually see that person. I appreciate the hydrate, Rise. There's a lot of talking. She's always been a little rough around the edges. To be honest, it's always been hard to tell if that's just the way she is, or if she's just putting on an act her whole life. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. I'm glad you're here. You being in town will probably do her good, even if she doesn't think so herself. She's really not worth the time. I have options to just not like my cousin either. Well, I think it's because like in canon, my side of the family and her side of the family just are estranged to the point where like they were very not concerned. They were confused that I even showed up. Yeah, even if I was like having some issues with her, I don't think I'd bring it up with a stranger. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have ever gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both on the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, If you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Are you? Yeah. There. Like, this one's kind of neutral. Sure, why not? Awesome, let's go. The pleasant aroma of, right? I feel like everyone in town's here. Oh, the pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life, all of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Right, even the music cut. Let me leave. Just gonna mind my own business, I guess. You slide into the nearest booth, pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they'd seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you. Stella turns to Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. That must be Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet him. Looks so much like her. Oh yes, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. Oh, do I look haunted? I don't know what I look like, so... I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Bruh, chill out. A young man and her a young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That must be Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why he looks so sad. Bruh, what's going on with my face? Tell me what's going on with my face. I would look sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you gonna finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, sweet pea, and we've got to get home to help Dad. In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. Why are the strangers who wander into this town never gorgeous blondes, ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched at the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaps of plates of food. What do you think? Another youngin' looking for mine work? No way. Clearly don't got the stomach for it. That's got to be the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week, if I remember right, for old Miss Pearl Lane. May she rot in peace. Bruh. I thought, you know what? I thought that because my side of the family didn't like this side of the family, that at least they got along with the people in town. That does not seem to be the case. Oh, let the lady rest, Zax. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as laying to rest. If you'd been around in her heyday, you'd be speaking ill too, Rodriguez. He's right. Nastiest woman I've ever met. That Tabitha's a blessing compared to her. Curse the whole lot of them. May every Scarlet burn in hell. Hey, bruh. You know, as much as I hate to say it, I'm a Scarlet too. You trying to take this outside? You trying to do? That's enough of that. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed up your coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Well, we got bacon for the dog. Let's go. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. You can press Y or triangle button on the gamepad to hide the text box at any time. It's not Y, it's actually H. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this too. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Bruh, isn't bacon bad for dogs? Listen, leave Gretch to her bacon. A bacon's probably keeping her going at this point. Bruh, Stella says she's buying, so we'll have everything we even think. Bacon is bad for everyone. It ain't stopping me. That's facts. I do breakfast for dinner all the time. Let's order a biscuit and a coffee. Can I have a biscuit and a coffee, please? I heard they're really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Or you can have the chance to respond. They're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's still not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around the town. I'm trying to think of if there's any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. I like this soundtrack. I said this before when I was testing it out, but I like the main menu song. But like, I haven't heard anything that's really thrown me off either. Yes, I actually need this for kids on like this. Let's see. None of these are striking my fancy. Bro, I gotta get out of my shell. Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No. The Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to the church around here, if I'm being honest. So, like, this happens in North Carolina, I want to say. The game takes place in North Carolina, so they say, like, isn't this the rural South? And I'm like, I don't know if I would say, I guess North Carolina is South. It's not as South as what I would consider South. I mean, I get that. I'm not the church going I'm not of the church-going persuasion myself. Same for me. Whatever feeling some folks get in church, I think that must be the feeling I get when I look up at the sky at night, on a night hike. That feeling of peace and wholeness. But that's not to say we're in a town of heathens or anything like that. There are plenty of God-fearing folks around. They just aren't fans of the church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. A little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Alrighty, I'm just gonna put that little bit of information in the back of my mind for later. But anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Bro, what is up with this answer? What's it to you? We just met. I'll tell you my plans. But with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure there's going to be enough for a full schedule. I'm going to go with the keen eye option. Do you have something in mind? Something tells me this is a loaded question. Was I that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better to have someone else who's there to... Before Sally can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Keen eye. I haven't introduced myself. Listen, I think at this point everyone in town might have an idea of who I am. Apparently it's all over my face with how sad I am. What do I look like, a charity case? Bro, what's going on with me? Am I okay? Her condolences? I haven't introduced myself. Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry, I'm sure that must seem creepy. Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The Holler's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family. I was just a little caught off guard. Sorry, this is all just a little unsettling. Knowing I've been talked about, not knowing what's been said is weird. Oh no, who's been talking about me? I never even met this side of the family. What would they even talk about? I mean, this side of the family apparently... Yeah. I mean, it's all good. I was just caught off guard, you know? Walking somewhere and think I'm a stranger. Next thing you know, people know me. Glad that didn't freak you out too much. Yeah, and don't worry, nothing Pearl Lane said. Oh, yeah, and don't worry, nothing Pearl Lane said will stick to you for sure. You can just make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town. Okay, so it was my aunt who was talking that ish. Okay. Well, you know, I can't even say anything. She's dead. I'm gonna let that go. I don't have any other options. I either remain silent or I start getting into what my aunt was saying about me. Oh God, what was she saying about me? Ah, geez. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Pearlane was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. But enough about your aunt. You had a biscuit to enjoy. Okay, I'm getting this because of my mystical trait. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. A warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it's good. Divinity giving buttery foam. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter, suspended within within a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. I'm kind of jealous. I want a biscuit like this. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned that she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's ever been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. How does that make you money? What kind of videos do you make? She hunts cryptids. That sounds like it would probably get you killed in a place like this. Right, you know who is having like the most existential time? It's this little guy right here. You should really check out our channel, Anthem. It's amazing. I think the best video to start out with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, Catawba's River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known for a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in Catawba River. And that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you the clip of something in a river. Despite the shaky camera footage, you can clearly make out the shape of a creature's head and its relative body proportions. You're pretty sure it's a cat, and a big one at that. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it would be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying that it was a dog, or even a capybara, that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was. I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. I mean, I guess we can say it looks like a big cat. Just say you're boring. It's okay. It looks like a big cat. See, it's got the little kitty ears right there. Maybe a mountain lion? No way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There are always people keeping these things as exotic pets. Kind of a Suagator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba River, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTuber commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I'm actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. Anyway, see y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Oh no. I don't want anything to do with something called Skunk Ape. Yep. Interesting. Tell me more. Ew, stinky. What's a skunk ape? Yeah, tell me what this is. It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing some research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug of war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? Against my better judgment, yeah. It's not like I have anything else going on. Are you nuts? Absolutely not. Are you actually asking me, a stranger, to follow a girl I just met into the woods unknown at night to chase after dangerous beasts? I'm gonna have to decline. I'm sure Tabitha's expecting me at home at some point anyways. No. I don't know, man. I've got nothing with her going out there to try and find something. I am not one to wander into the woods during the day. I don't know if I'd ever go into the woods at night. This is why I play D&D. I just roll dice for this. I don't know, man. This is like the first person who's been nice to me in town, though. Against my better judgment. I mean, everybody knows who I am, though. That's true. Will Gretchen be there? That's a deciding factor for me. Of course, it's actually been a while since I had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more, I'm in. Bruh, why did he commit so quickly? This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, but it'll be kind of like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know? That gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Bro, why are we making an event out of this? I could be killed. Stella pulls out the phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? I feel like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come up to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going to look out for the skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Ha! Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. think you'll find most folks in the town are. Yeah, I felt like there was a lot in that conversation, actually, that I was not privy to. Maybe he's worried about us on the harder trails. Are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more worried about Reese. He had a lot going on in the past. Gosh, 10 years or so? But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about. Really, I just got a little excited about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Ugh, have I not met enough people already? Sure. I've got a week's worth of time. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet new friends in a week's worth of time before I head back to the city and not deal with any of this anymore. Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. We pause before getting out. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. I can't afford to leave a tip. No, I can leave a tip. I like Avery. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you got it. Think for yourself. Leave the money on the table and follow Stella out of the diner. What's up? Yo. All right. Yeah, I know what I gotta do. I gotta play this game again so I can talk to a few animals. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you know following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. Yeah, I'm not bright. I'm just gonna pop in a save while they've said something weird to me. Yeah, I've made some decisions. I'm also gonna take another screenshot just because I like this top-down view. Yeah, there's my top Gretchen in there. A little Gretch right there. There we go. You feel a sense of foreboding. More alive than you felt in years. Strangely calm. Tense, unsettled. Nothing. I'm gonna say I feel a sense of foreboding. Just because, you know, mystical. It says mystical. I'm gonna believe that that's actually just my common sense kicking in. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time, you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, to not dwell too much on the strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel the chill in the air, and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, skunk apes. really expecting to find anything out here? You ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Does anything bad ever happen on these hikes? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than the cryptid-related, of course? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer. I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, but I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass grass and trees growing on it, so you can barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through, and if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to make a mess around in there. I'm not going anywhere close to a place called Tetanus Lake. It's all stuffed from around the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves? Oh, yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over gusts of winds or creaky floorboards. When all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad. I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump them in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's all hope that that's just fun. Am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because you know they're real. I got a mystical option. I don't know if the mystical option I go with. We're not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. I think I'm gonna go with the mystical option, just because it's here. You've got to meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two would get along. Okay, guess we're back to our main options here. Has anything bad ever happened down on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. He had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. That's pretty lightly to put on someone hurting their leg. Though I guess there was that time I was out here alone and kind of got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks, who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later and I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, there was also the time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property, nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I had barely counted. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. You know, I don't know if you noticed, I've seen Gretchen turn around and she had a very concerned look on her face. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe out here? You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged as pretty adventurous. I really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well. These trails are ways off from his farm. And if it makes you feel any better, I've been out in these trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easy. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but worse prepared just can't be. I even carry bear mace. And if you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead? Yeah, see? Gretchen is not okay right here. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, no, I didn't. Anyway, all this is to say we're good. Don't worry. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Phew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape? Sorry I asked. And who's this you've sucked into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Well, welcome to the Hollow. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now, both of y'all head back to town, you hear? It's best you steer clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and won't be appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay out of your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking, I learned from the best. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell it is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods for as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course, you wouldn't find find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting in my chickens. I couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been any actual sightings since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you got out there on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted a couple of school-aged Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some sort of or some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just didn't think it was possible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Okay, mystical things is kicking in. Your YouTubes. As Duke's words leaves his mouth, an existential dread begins to pull at your chest. Something is waiting for you deeper in the woods. Whatever it is, the three of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. I know I like choosing these mystical options. Both of these make me seem crazy. There's something waiting for us deeper in the woods, or I don't think this night ends well. I don't think this night ends well. How would you know? I go hunting in these woods all the time. Night, day, opossums, bears, it don't make no difference. Even a mountain lion wouldn't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man here. Unless it's not a mountain lion. Oh, don't get started again. If your daddy could hear you now, going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. You want that to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know, my boy Bo, my boy and me are headed. Oh, my boy Bo, that's what threw me off. My boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well be a big all-you-can-eat sign out of it. If I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I could take it if I lost it. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. And you know I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. As Stella and Duke both root themselves in their stubborn insistence, the feeling from before gains form and clarity. Something faded has been locked in stone. Somebody here is going to die tonight. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. We all need to get out of the woods right now. If we don't, somebody is going to die tonight. I feel like I gotta make the choices to try and get both of them out of here alive, even if it makes me look crazy. Especially Gretch. Gretch has gotta make it. Why even try and warn them? Fate is fate. There's no resisting it. You know this. Now what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to threaten me? I don't know. It's just a weird feeling I get sometimes. A weird, bad feeling. And it's never wrong. Are you, trying to say you're psychic or something? Signs point to yes. Don't count on it. It's just a gut thing. I wouldn't call myself psychic. I wouldn't rule out the possibility if I were you. Oh, hush, both of you. You're just trying to unsettle me, so I let y'all go off in the woods to film your little video. Anthem? I think you freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave the poor man out to his wild goose chase. I am not freaked out by your friend's theatrics. But if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. I think I'm gonna lose someone today. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Great, the coast's clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out of that way, or edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. How? Why? I know I have obviously the mystical in my back pocket, so I know I'm telling the truth. But I just need to get people out of the woods alive tonight. Let's see. Oh no, we are actually headed back to town. Are you sure you don't want to, like, watch a movie instead? No way. Not with Duke and a shotgun out there waiting to blow our heads off. Shit. Sure. I guess we're out here. Oh no. We aren't actually headed back to town. You don't have to worry about old Duke. He's never actually shot anyone. Fine, I'll stick around. But no, up front, I'm only sticking around because I'm under duress. Oh, fine. There's no shaking you, is there? You'll just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting. Quietly turn around and leave. Oh man, this isn't about Duke. Something bad is going to happen if we stay here. Wait, you don't want to dip out now? Sun's about to set. Things are about to get good, I know it. I'm just coming to my senses. I can't believe I almost followed you into the woods at night. What was I thinking? I don't even know you. I'm not risking my life so we can run around chasing fictional aminos. Aminals. Just like aminals. Aminals like aminals, yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Sure, Dill, why are you so pushy? No, I just Stella had, now that we've gotten away from Duke, is saying that we should follow another trail to get around him so we can keep going on our monster hunt. And I'm convinced that something horrible is going to happen. But like, I also feel like they both could die if I leave the woods now. Yeah. Okay. We've got until sunset. That's as much as I'm giving it. My bad. I was just clicking through. Sure. I guess I'll stick around for sunset. Great. I promise it'll be chill. If it makes you feel any better, not much usually happens on these hikes. We'll probably just head home pretty soon after it gets dark. Duke will never know we're up here. Or we were up here. There's a great overlook just up the path. We can start there. Go on an adventure with your new friend. All right. This looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the Mysterious Anthem, and I find ourselves on the high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse of it tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, Stay searching, Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Mystical option. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you. Something unavoidable. Though, what exactly is wrong in these woods still eludes you. Kenai. What's wrong is that it's quieter than it should be. The air is a little too still. The creatures of the night a little too absent. These hills are stale. Quietly look into Stella's eyes. This is not the time. But if I had chosen... You just die. It's breathtaking, as in I can't catch my breath because I'm going to have to run for my life a little bit. Mystical option here. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressively dark. You don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk ape? More like a storm is coming. Yeah. No, it's too quiet. This whole hillside feels dead. Now that you mention it, it is a little quieter than it usually is out in these parts. Maybe the skunk ape scared off all the local wildlife. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. What was that? No need to panic. That's just the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of the herd about something big, scary predators like us. Let's check it out. Bro, why are we checking anything out? As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of the light, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something very wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. I bet it was those abscesses, maybe a tumor? It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of. They just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen out here? I mean, it's probably good for Gretchen, but she doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts. So I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped her in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? All right. Once again, I'm reeling it in. Please. I don't actually think I'm really cut out for this sort of thing. Those deer genuinely spooked me. I don't know if you want me weighing you down. Don't be so hard on yourself. You just aren't accustomed to the sounds of the forest yet. When you go on your first few night hikes, everything sounds like it's a horrible monster that's just waiting for an opportunity to shred you to bits. But eventually, you realize it's mostly deer and raccoons, which probably won't go after you. Here, let's take a quick snack break before we get into the night's activities. Maybe some food will help settle your nerves. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open the bag of assorted snacks. Extra M&Ms. Take the snack bar, take the dried apricots, take the sesame sticks. No thanks, I'm not really hungry. What are you feeling here? I think I'm gonna go with the snack bar. Grab a snack bar. Excellent choice. A good source of energy and chocolate. Plus, I made them myself, and friendship is the best ingredient. It really complements the cherries and cashews. No way. Do you see it? No. Absolutely not. Chat, we're not alone. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand. As the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you, Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me, what's it like in end time? Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Anthem. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods when it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. Bruh, what's going on? Can I have a normal answer?
I mean, one of them is fairly accurate to you.
I live in a 12 by 12 shed in someone's yard. I live in an internet cafe.
Live in a closet.
A closet. I mean, considering where my cousin put me, I live in a closet with 18 people. No, I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him move in. Then they left and just stuck me with him. It's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. Sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He steals bites out of my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about a huge bite being taken per bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in another room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time, too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes even attack the door until I open it. Then just walk away, like he has a complex about closed doors. Am I in a safe environment?
It doesn't seem like it.
Which of course also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Almost like he wants me to watch him. And, at least once a week, he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always wind up stepping in.
Gross. Is this a dog?
I know this is a person. It's gotten to the point where I think he's causing lasting damage to the house. And it's no matter what I say or do, it doesn't get through to him. I should move. This is advice to myself. I should move. Appreciate the hydrate, Rise. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take 2 seconds and run to the restroom. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. And game is back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh, Gretchen finally noticed.
I need everyone to notice. Anyways, sorry for the rant. But I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, yeah. But he's a particularly horrible cat. Bruh, you said it was a man. I guess it would be a male cat. Anyway. And it's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like an animal? Yeah. His name is Trap. I'm terrified I won't get any security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? Alright, so I think this is one of those things where, depending on when I say it, defines what I actually do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Programmatic ads for a company no one's ever heard of. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I'm a first-year associate at a big law firm. I'm a streamer. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I'm in the service industry. I'd rather not say. Well, let's see. I guess I am a streamer. Why did I choose that? I'm gonna find something more interesting. I can make myself a big fancy pants.
I think just streamer.
You know what? Sure. I'm here for me. I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way. A fellow content creator. I guess we've got a lot in common, Anthem. What are the odds? What sort of streams do you do? Play video games. I mostly stream video games. That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. For a moment, you think you catch something in the tree line from out of the corner of your eye, but before you can see anything, it's gone. I think I saw something out there. It might be skunk ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching. You don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it. And I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Keeping the house in the family? Is it just you? Yeah, it's just me and Gretchen. My parents died a few years back. But it's okay. I've done my mourning, life goes on, and we still get out to live in our beautiful family home. Just me and Gretchen. Could be a lot worse. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms
Shut the
Club.
fuck
They
up.
love
That
this
was
joke. They love this joke. No need to overshare, bruh.
Bruh. Stop being a dick.
My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's alright if you ever need to talk about things. Aw, thanks, Anthem. It's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? I wish we weren't sitting in a forest having this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm okay, hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I kind of came to terms with it by the time it actually happened. And it's not all bad, so you didn't have to be in pain anymore, and that's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. Bro, don't say it's showtime when random sounds happen out in the woods. What are we doing? Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something...
What the fuck?
Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. Please tell me that was Cora.
I think we should keep using our senses.
There's something terrible out there, Stella. Yeah. I could hear all sorts of wildlife just a second ago, and now it's quiet. You're right, and whatever made that sound is close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. We shouldn't be checking anything
Girl.
out. What are we
Girl.
doing? What are we
Girl.
doing? You and Stella
Girl.
inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. You should get back here, actually. You shouldn't have stepped further away from me. As you approach a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds are around here. Oh.
Ooh. Wait, what was that?
Wait. What the hell was that? Hold on. I gotta play that back.
Something's gonna appear from behind her. Something's gonna appear from behind her.
Holy shit. Brother, the screen's getting messed up.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing it must be maybe 2 or 3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy. Either I think we can rule out skunk ape, but whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Let's go back to town. Stella, are we really playing these games?
Can we tell her to stop?
What have you gotten me into?
I think we should just follow her because she's just gonna die alone if we don't.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm right behind you. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown. Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh fuck. She fell. Oh shit. Ow. Are you okay? Oh god. The monster's got you. We're gonna die out here. Oh good. The monsters will get you first. Oh no. That poor thing. Must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Don't roll the camera on someone's chickens, man. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks. She's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much we can do for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no. What's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her.
Gretchen's looking at something.
Jesus H. Christ. I mean, there is something wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. That is for sure. Duke, I don't think it's a mountain lion that's been getting to your chickens. Actually, yeah, we did see what got a hold of her. Duke, we saw the thing that got a hold of her. Got it on camera too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. Bruh, do I want to look at this chicken?
It's gonna fucking show up on your screen. It's not gonna be nice. Oh god.
Oh no. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Do you see this shape?
It looks like it's perfectly circle, and it looks like an egg, or like just like a boil or a tumor.
The wing is barely still attached, but it seems to have been the least of the chicken's concerns. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop, and she'll be right as rain in a couple of days. It happened to me once, and there's not so much as a scar left these days. Duke, don't pop this. I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there. Keen eye. Looking more closely at the growth, you think you can see something squirming inside. Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. I feel like I gotta keep taking these explore options while they're
Yeah.
here. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things is going to pop out of her? No, no, I refuse to entertain the notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing to be drained. Maybe some antibiotics, that's all. There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. It better not be contagious. This is just like that deer. Deer? What deer? We ran into one earlier. It had growths, just like Birdie. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you, gently at first, barely a whisper, but then a guttural moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. What the hell is going on? Hey, do you guys hear that? I think we should get out of here. I think it's time to leave. I actually don't think there's any more investigation to be done. I think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all had enough excitement. Come on, Birdie. Let's go home. Are you guys hearing this? She starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. Excuse me?
Shoot it!
What in the hell is that? You feel a tightening on the leash, pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer, or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. Holy shit. Nope. No. The man hesitates, and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked underneath Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully tight, and then there's a sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. Oh no! Oh no!
No, save that fucking dog.
You and Stella turn just in time to see another one of the creatures slithering out from underneath the bush. Gretchen's whines and barks reaching a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hand grasps her. Oh my god. What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet, and then chaos. Oh fuck. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way. As it grasps for Birdie, with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. She's frozen. She's frozen.
Fight or flight or freeze, and she chose freeze.
Shit. Get your grubby little hands off my bird. Well,
did you save? You have not saved in a while.
No, I have
Yet
not.
again. Man, I don't want the dog to die.
I'm gonna save this for a thumbnail, just in case. Okay. I think I have to make the decision I would make, which unfortunately I think is going to get someone killed. You die for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands.
What the fuck?
You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Duke? Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. There, step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay, step 2. What's step 2? Screaming at Stella is not going to help.
No, it's not.
We don't go after
Not
these things.
revenge.
That's crazy. No, we don't pretend this never happened. We probably do call the cops. Do you have a signal out here? I know I don't. Look, we're going to have to run through the woods to reach the road anyway. I'd say we might as well chase after those things and get as much footage as we can. No, I'm not playing these games with you anymore, Stella. No one is going to believe us if we don't have proof of what happened. We owe it to Duke. Stella, you froze. If you go after those things and you pull that again... No.
I think you need to...
We need to get out of here. Stella, we have to get out of here. Okay, let's go.
Oh...
As you and Stella make your way through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. You say nothing, continuing forward with grim determination. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now, and we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so we can call the sheriff. Feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. Bruh, I thought my cousin hated me. She's blowing up my phone right now. And 13 text messages. We try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Whoa, I think I'm in trouble. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello? Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up in the mountain on Asgina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl. Who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walks 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. See? Right there. A thing jumps out of the woods, and the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. Bruh, these guys don't know what people look like. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods, whatever they were. They aren't human. They killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate that camera. Miss Richmond? If you don't mind, this is evidence. But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Keen eye. You notice Stella pop something out of the camera and slide it up her sleeve. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. Bro, what's Stella on? I feel like she's on some different stuff.
Something, I don't... That was probably like the memory card, right?
Yeah, it's definitely the memory card.
Why though?
I better not see the footage of this man Duke being killed online. I have to have a different kind of conversation with her. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body. But for now, Sheriff Hugby and I, please call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Anthem. He came in town today for the funeral. Anthem? As in... Tabitha's cousin. Yeah. Damn. Didn't think you would actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac in the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't, never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke's going anywhere at this point. He'll still be there in the morning. Bruh,
I don't like these cops.
I can't. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will have to wait until we'll have to wait.
That was for the deputy.
Oh, sorry. Oh man, I can't believe we're leaving this man out here in the middle of the woods.
Man, I didn't want the dog to die, but at the same, oh my god.
Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride in the back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left. Well, fine. I'm afraid not. I'm going to have to insist. For your own safety. Stella's eyes. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. This is for your mama. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. The cops usher you and Stella into the back of their squad car. You're just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Right. I feel like Earl should have retired a few years ago.
I feel like if we didn't save the dog, this scene could change
dramatically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheriff Hugsby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella. A worried look stretches across her pug face as Hugsby scratches behind her ears. Keen eye. Stella is quiet and stiff next to you, back rigid as she stares out the window, jaw clenched. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. I guess we take the explore option. Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of the tension ease and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. I guess we just saw a man die. I don't know what to say either. Looks to me like she just got a bout of car sickness.
Fuck you, Franklin.
It must be why she thought walking home sounded like such a good idea. Guess whatever y'all saw out in them woods wasn't as bad as an upset tummy.
Fuck you too, Earl.
I'm sure she'll be right as rain once we get back to town. Once we get back down the hill. Though she'd best try not to hurl in the meantime. We wouldn't want Franklin here to have to work late cleaning up the squad car. We're only a few minutes away now. Y'all had better keep it together until then. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement. The car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was, I pee freely. Fox Mulder. Sure, you're in town for the funeral. Good. Don't go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions before everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchy. And y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. Bruh, these cops really ain't shit, huh?
Oh.
I mean, it's not surprising, I guess. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. Okay, Stella, why the hell would you ask if we could walk home? This is the easier way to put it.
Yeah.
And I am very curious. That's a fair question. I just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them. I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. Okay, it's probably like her parents dying, right? I assume. Why did I ever agree to go into the woods with you? They seem a little blasé about a man's death. I can't believe they're waiting until morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? And what's worse is, they implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all the footage.
They had to pin it on somebody.
They're cops. It's their whole job to pin it on somebody. So of course they'd pick the out-of-towner. Here's hoping the footage clears my name. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating on our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clear footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have. Never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I feel like this is a horrible idea. How much is going to happen just today? I guess let me call my cousin. Let me make sure that I still have a place to go back home to. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head back up the mountain by
She's
myself
guilt tripping you. Oh my god.
Or am I being gaslit right now?
You're being guilt tripped.
I'm being taken for a fool is what I am.
Sighing resignation.
It'll be worth it. Let's go. Bruh, at this point, I don't even blame Tabitha for hating me, dude. Like, I don't even check in. What in the actual... Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You don't hear it approach. Bruh.
Bro, that fucking freaked
dead?
me out.
I think we're dead. Why is say nothing an option? Stella, I think someone's watching us. She turns to look. Anthem? Jesus.
Jesus.
Welcome home.
Huh?
You're finally where you're meant to be. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back, and the figure's already gone. Disappeared into the shadows of the night. Bruh, I'm going home. Where's my phone?
I'm going back to the city. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm sorry I gotta miss the funeral, but I'm leaving.
I will miss this funeral because I don't want to have another one right after for me, you know, because I'm dead.
I'm sorry about that, Sella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late?
And who is this? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is Anthem. Is it okay if we come in?
You and Miss Forsyth.
I think it's Forsyth.
Oh, Forsyth, my bad.
Yeah.
You and Miss.
We playing Forsyth.
Oh, that's true. I think that's what they're playing on.
Yeah.
You and Miss Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable, and you feel small and almost naked in her presence. There is something about her that's far beyond you, but you feel no threat, no malice. And then the moment passes, and you see only the woman before you. Of course. You're in luck. I was just about to put water on for a hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you could call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Anthem. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the Hollow, and now poor Pearl Lane is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. I'm not even gonna start beating around the bush here. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. I'm horribly worried about him.
I'm very worried, actually.
You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearl Lane was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. I've never met Pearl Lane. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. No feelings about the woman. Ah, that's fair, child. But it seemed like the right thing to do. Please help us. Things are
God help us, everyone.
We need your help. Ah, yes. I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about the weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight. That's something in the woods. Oh my lord. You contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out the card she swiped from the camera, pops it into her phone. I wasn't about to let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Smooth. The cops wouldn't know what to do with the footage anyway. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now, we can examine the footage for ourselves. Where was this? Up the mountain, to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes. I see. I hear the rage of the kettle.
Yeah.
Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I'd need to plug the memory card into a computer. I can go back and get mine. No need.
Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with. Or, sorry. You'd better come with. Stella, I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika's door is covered with stickers, their edges frayed from recent but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to. Kanika, come out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Just watched a man die. I'm not in the mood to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Anthem. Tabitha's cousin. Oh, great. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? A silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Anthem and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine, really. I'm okay. I'm fine too. Thanks for asking. The other three look at you, unsure of what to say. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau. But Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem too much in a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. Whatever happened in the woods, we weren't supposed to see any of that. You're not wrong. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Anthem with this tally-po crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. Then if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident. Or my grandmother was wrong. She was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. I don't know if it is. Okay, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw the chicken in our video. What was that growth?
I saw something living in that chicken.
Yeah.
I think that's how they reproduce.
I saw something squirming around in that chicken. I wonder if we were seeing some sort of parasitic larval stage, like they're really big doughy wasps or something. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll help soothe the nerves. I don't know. It's getting late. I should let Anthem get some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hiking, running through the woods in terror.
I think this is important.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm just. I can stay up.
Your cousin already hates you, man.
I
At
just
this
don't
point.
understand. We shoot her a text, be like, hey, we're good. Give her a quick phone call. Just don't ignore her. We're playing games. We just got here. Okay. Maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has any information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now, and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my homemade peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you later. Bye, Anthem. It's excellent iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home?
Then I get to go home all alone.
And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I'm terrified of seeing
Wait.
Tabitha.
But is something bad gonna happen to her?
I don't know. I
I don't. I looked into the game because I was interested in everything, and then I saw that it was made by the people who made Slay the Princess. I'm like, I don't trust anything. Everything is gonna be fucking an option. Everything is gonna cause a thing.
Yep, I'm actually very excited for the replay value of this game. Speaking of. All right, I should check on my cousin. I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay heading back up the mountain alone? I'm probably going to die, but
I think she's just trying to get you to stay because she's scared.
which I get.
I think because she's been pretty blasé about everything, but I think she's also kind of like affected by it, and seems like I might be just reading too much into it.
It's made by the same people who made Slay the Princess. I don't think you're reading too much into it. I think this game has a lot of branching paths.
I genuinely think like this is like her idea of a cry for help.
Yeah. I just don't. My cousin drives a car. I don't understand why I just have not called her and said, "Hey, this is what happened."
Yeah, just like shoot her a text, man. It's 20. When does this take place?
I couldn't tell you.
Listen. Actually, no. We saw the phone. It looked like a smartphone, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably like 2025, man. Like fucking just text her.
Yeah. We know we know we have phones that can text. I would have shot her a message already. I don't believe these things are harmless. So that's one thing.
They're harmless to humans. I don't think they're harmless to animals. because that thing looked like some kind of like injector. And I'm pretty sure if you didn't save that dog would have been injected with something, and then she would have had the lumps,
Yep.
and it would have birthed another one of them, probably.
In the house with her.
Yeah, while she's alone. And we don't know if the dog got off scot-free because we just been kind of... We just been under the assumption that everything was okay.
Yeah.
I won't influence your choice anymore. This is your game.
All right.
I'm
I'm gonna play this game again, so it's not like I'm not gonna see multiple playthroughs on this. Yeah, I've gotta go. I've gotta go see what's going on with my cousin.
literally just bought it because of this.
Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. Scribbles her number down on a piece of paper before handing it to you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm leaving town as soon as I can. No, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. Oh, I'm an actual idiot. I just decided to go back up to the state alone. Bro, where's my cousin? I should have called home. You're in the long hike back up to the Scarlet Estate alone. Almost home. Your salvation is in sight. Make a mad dash for the door. Your salvation is in sight? Try the door? Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been?
I don't think getting defensive is the right call. I think just explaining.
Yeah, no, I did call you back as soon as I had reception. That is a true fact. I called you back as soon as I had reception. I don't care. You gave me a heart attack. The miner outside the general store? I don't know who they're talking about. Oh, are we talking about, Wayne? That guy? The guy in the mask? I think that's what we're talking about. I'm not bringing him up. He's not important right now.
This just makes me want to play Kids on Bikes, man.
So you met Stella then. That explains everything. And she's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Can you tuck me in, bruh? I'm all hyped up on adrenaline from tonight. I would love to just go and hang out for a little while, cool down a bit. No, I'm not going to hang out with you. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try and leave the night behind you. As you collapse onto the mattress, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? She sounds a little different, a warble in her throat. Did you make it back all right? I died, actually. Just calling you from this ditch. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like everything that it happened to you or to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse.
Oh my god, it's animated? Oh, it's animated really cool.
That's a bloodstain.
Yay.
Alpaca. Yeah, this screams kids on bikes.
Yeah. I feel like they were... No. Kids on Bikes is heavily influenced by stuff like this, not the other way around, but at the same... But like...
Oh, that was a shadow. Understood. Are those scratch marks? Yeah, those are scratch marks. Bro, those are a ton of blocks on that door. They're trying to keep something in, not out. Okay. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Alright, I'm going to save. I'm going to save it right there. Chapter end. That's how I'll know. Outside Stella's, Duke's dead.
Bruh.
Oh, I can recap for this too? Alright. I'm glad I saved before they offered this.
Do you think that's it for now?
Yeah, I think I'll call it there for now. We've gone for
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours, yeah.
For one episode? That's crazy.
Yeah, and we pretty much jumped right into it. So 3.5 hours, with reading everything, doing some real deliberating over decisions. Oh man. Yeah, I would absolutely watch a whole animated show of this. Same. I would absolutely watch this. I'm happy I get to play it. I'm happy this is a game. I'm gonna replay this several times. But for now,
some of the parts genuinely gave me chills, and it was just text on screen.
That was chapter 1. I think, if I'm not mistaken, from the game page, they're on chapter 5.
They deserve all the money, man.
Yeah.
I literally just bought this game because of what just happened here. It's like, it's genuinely that good.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Oh yeah, make some different decisions. Let me know.
Yeah.
Outside of that, let me go see if anyone else is streaming. It is fairly late where I am, so I would understand. But see if anyone else is playing this game. Let's see. We're gonna pop over here.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go and we're gonna raid this person named Pringle Prongle. They're actually in chapter 2 right now, so I might not stay too long. Don't want to spoil myself. But
Mm-hmm.
let's get you guys on the way. Here's that. Here's our raid message. Feel free to use whatever emotes you want if you don't have access to it. Otherwise, you can use your channel points to grab the emotes. We're gonna be live tomorrow, playing D&D. I'm obsessed with this game, so I've already set up more time to play. I'll probably play more before then. Who knows? But until then, you all make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other, and enjoy more Scarlet Hollow with Pringle Prongle. Bye-bye.
Oh.